This is one of the very simplest technique in order to convert original message into ciphertext. And this particular Caesar cipher is applicable only for short length messages. The original text is very short, then we can go with this Caesar cipher. But again, the disadvantage of this Caesar cipher is this particular cipher technique is vulnerable for, this one is vulnerable for brute force attack. I will tell you what is brute force. In algorithm also, data structure and algorithm also, brute force algorithm is there, which means here it will check each and every possibility. That is called brute force attack. Brute force attack means, for example, you are keeping some password in order to access your internet banking or something. So what will happen? If I will, the attacker will check all kind of possibilities. Definitely your password will comes under any one. That is the reason we are getting OTP, one-time password. That too, it is only enabled for 5 minutes or some other 10 minutes something. They are keeping some time bound. The reason is, if we go beyond the 10 minutes, then maybe the attacker will hack the password. That is the reason they are keeping that OTP, one-time password. They are sending to your mobile number. No? That one, nowadays there are many softwares are there, password generation softwares are there. By using that, what that software actually will do means, it will check all the possibilities. For example, 5 digits are there, numbers, 5 digits numbers are there, this is the capacity. Then what are the possibilities are there? 1111 or 1112 or else 2111, like that, all combinations, everything it will be checking that software. Finally, whatever the password you are keeping within these 5 digits, definitely the software will find one your password exactly by checking each and every possibilities. This is called brute force attack. Keep this is very important, brute force attack. So this particular Caesar cipher is vulnerable for brute force attack. Vulnerable means weakness, already I told you. So that's why people are not usually following the Caesar cipher, because of this brute force attack. So we'll see the concept how the Caesar cipher is working. Here we have to generate the key. Here the condition is 1 less than or equal to key less than or equal to 26. So whatever the key we are choosing for this Caesar cipher, that should be between 1 and 26. 1 to 26. That is the thing we have to remember here. So in order to convert this plain text into ciphertext equal to plain text plus key value, PT, plain text plus key value, and we have to apply the modular arithmetic operation, and then 26. Why 26? 26 means we have 26 alphabets are there. So in order to convert plain text into ciphertext by using the Caesar cipher, what is the formula? Plain text plus key value. What is the condition for choosing key value? The key value should be between 1 to 26. And then after adding this plain text plus key value, we have to take the modular arithmetic with 26. Why 26? The alphabets are 26. Clear to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll take one example and we'll see. Example, the plain text maybe will take hello, HELLO. So we can assign the number A to Z. We can assign the numbers like this, sequential number like this. Z means 26. Okay, so what is the value of H? And then we have to choose the key value. Key value, how can we choose? 1 to 26, we can take any numbers. We'll take, for example, 4 is the key, my key value. Then what is the ciphertext of H? H means each and every character. So there are two types are there. One is stream cipher, another one is block cipher. That also I'll explain now. Stream cipher. Second method is block cipher. So what is stream cipher? Each and every character we are taking and we are converting into ciphertext. That is stream cipher. Block cipher means inside the block there are many characters. I mean bits are there. Okay, block means we'll take block by block and then we'll convert. In a single block there are many bits are there. So each character I call it as bit here. Stream cipher means each character by character we are converting. So that's why here Caesar cipher is following stream cipher, and then DES algorithm, AES algorithm will follow block cipher. That we'll see later. So here ciphertext of H is, so what is that H means? D4, E5, F6, G7, H8. So 8, what is the formula here? Plain text plus key value. Key value is 4, and then we have to apply the modular arithmetic and then 26 here. So 12 mod 26. So what is the value? 12 here 26. So finally what is that? Here we are getting 1 minute. Reminder, no? Sorry, no, this is not correct. So when you divide this one no by 26, what will happen? So here if you use 1 means it is not divisible, so that we are using 0 here. So 0, so remainder is 12. So remainder value only we are considering in case of modular arithmetic. So here it is 12. 12 is the answer. So here what is the corresponding character for 12? I means 9, J 10, K 11, L 12. So this is the ciphertext for the plain text H. So plain text is H, ciphertext is L. So like that. Actually the sender is generating H, but when the character H is moving through that internet, it is going like L, so that the attacker will not understand what he is writing. He cannot understand, and until unless the attacker will know this particular formula. I mean whatever the key value the sender is setting, all those things. So this is about Caesar cipher, and then we'll move to next one is this is simple way of doing this substitution method. Second one is Playfair cipher. You know that how to take how to apply this modular arithmetic?
Yes.
So 5 mod 2. So what is the value here? 5, then divide with 2. So that here what will happen? 2 into 2, 4, remainder 1. So 1 is the mod value for this. Likewise, if you take 2 mod 5 means, so here 2, 5. So it's not divisible, so that here 0, the remainder is 2. So this is the value. 5 mod 2 means 1 is the answer. Remainder value only we have to take. Division means we are considering quotient value. Mod means we are taking only remainder value. Okay, we'll move to next method, that is Playfair cipher. This is also substitution technique only, but a little bit complex, so that the attacker will not crack easily. Playfair cipher. The implementation part we will do it in lab next semester. So I'll tell the procedure, rules, and then we'll follow that one with one example so that you will get clarity. So here also we have to take the plain text. PT means plain text. The same thing we'll take hello, and then key value also we have to take, but previously we have taken only numerical value, that too from 1 to 26 key value, but here we can take any alphabet. For example, we'll consider that network is the key value here. alphabets we are considering in this Playfair cipher, and then we have to find out the ciphertext. Here also this Playfair cipher also will follow the stream ciphering method. Stream ciphering technique. Stream, STREAM, stream. Block cipher we will see in the next class. So what we have to follow in order to convert plain text into ciphertext in this Playfair cipher, the rules I am writing here. The rule number 1, divide the plain text to pair of letters, which means we have to divide into two letters. Pair means two, no? So we have to divide two letters. Divide the plain text into pair of letters. That is the first rule. After dividing that one, differentiate repeated letters in the pair of dummy letters. So if any letter is repeating again, in that case, we should not keep the pair of letters are there. No, we should not keep the same letters in the pair. We have to replace one letter with some dummy letter. I will show you with example. Now, differentiate repeated letters. Repeated letters in the pair with the dummy letter. The dummy letters. This is the third point. Sorry, second one. Third point is, if pair of plain text letters are in same row, then replace them with rightmost letter. See, pair of plain text letters are in same row. Same row, then what we have to do? Replace with rightmost letter. I will show you example for all. You have to take the rightmost letters. Then fourth one is, if the plain text letters are in same column, previously same row, now same column. If both the letters, okay, in the pair two letters are there, no, if both the letters are in same column, then that letter will be replaced with downside letter, which means beneath letter. That means downside letter. Okay, then fifth rule is, now this is the last one. The plain text letters are in different row and different column. Different row and different column. Plain text are in different row and column. Then what we have to do? We have to consider the diagonal value. We have to take the diagonal values. How we can take this diagonal value? Column corresponding to the row and the row corresponding to the column. Like that we have to take the diagonal values. These are the 5 rules we have to follow in order to do this Playfair cipher. Maybe when you see these rules you may feel difficult, but when we see one example it is very easy for you. We'll apply this rule one by one. Very simple only. So in order to do this Playfair cipher, first we have to do the matrix 5 cross 5 matrix, because we have alphabets 26. So 26 we cannot 26 letters we cannot keep inside this 5 cross 5 matrix, so that we have to merge 2 letters into one cell, so that we are merging I and J here. So first we have to do this 5 cross 5 matrix. Five cross 5 matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 25 cells are there, but we have 26 letters, so that I am going to merge 2 letters in a single cell in order to accommodate all 26 letters into 25 cells. Is it clear up to now? Any doubts?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. So here, what we are going to do, key value already we have done. We already selected the plain text as well as the key value. First, I'm going to fill the key values inside this 5x5 matrix in the row wise, not column wise, row wise. I'm writing here, see this, N, E, T, W, O, R, K. This is my key value. So all my key alphabets, I'm going to fill it in the row wise, not in the column wise. After filling this one, in the alphabets, totally 26 letters are there. But how many letters I have chosen for key? 7 letters I have chosen. So remaining 19 letters I have to fill remaining here. A, B, C, D. I should not write E here because E already present in the key value. So that I skip the letter E and then F, G, H, I. So here I am going to combine 2 letters in order to accommodate 26 into 25 cells. That's why in a single cell I am keeping both letters I and J. And then K is already present in the key value, so that not required. K, L, M, N is already present. O also already present, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then P, Q, R already present. No. Wait. 1 minute. P, Q is there. R already present. Yes. And then T already present. U, V, W already present. X, Y, and then Z. Like that, we have to fill the 5x5 matrix. After that, very simple. Just we can follow the rules of Playfair cipher. Very simple to calculate this one. Okay, we'll do the example here. First example. What is the first rule? Divide the plain text into pair of letters. So plain text totally 5 letters are there. H, E, L, L, O. So I have to make a pair of letters. Pair means 2 letters. Two letters I have to divide. H, E I divide, and then L, L I have to divide, and then O. Then what is the second rule? Differentiate repeated letters in the pair of dummy letters. So H, E not repeating. L, L it is repeating, no? Same letter is repeating 2 times. So in this case, what I have to do? I have to remove this one letter, and then in place of the second letter I have to keep the dummy letter. So L is there. Instead of second L, I am going to keep some dummy letter, that is X. Then here we have L and then we have O. Here L and then O. Like that I divided. If any repetition is there, then we have to replace that repeated letter with dummy letter, and then we'll move that repeated letter to the next pair. Any doubt at any point of the time, you please stop me. Now 2 rules over. Then the third one, what is that? If pair of plain text. So what are those? One is HE, another one is LX, third one is LO. So these are the 3 pairs are there. If pair of plain text letters in same row, replace with the rightmost letter. Check it. We have 3 pairs. Now we have to go to this matrix, 5x5 matrix. In the first pair, 2 letters are there. One is H, another one is E. Where is H actually? H is here. And then where is E here? E is here. You tell me whether both are in same row. Row means this
No,
one.
sir.
Row means this is the row. They are not in same row, so we need not worry about it. If they are in same row, then what we have to do? We have to replace that letter with the rightmost letter. Right side letter is there, na? Immediate right side letter, that we have to take. So in this example, it is not possible, so we need not worry. and then fourth row, same column, replace with beneath letter. You check it. H and E, are they in same column? H and
No,
E.
sir.
Okay. So this pair of letters H and E are not in same row, are not in same column. So third and fourth rules are not applicable. So that we need not worry about it. We skip this 3 and 4, and then fifth one. Plain text letters are in different row and different column. Then we have to take the diagonal value. See that E and H. What is the diagonal value here? For E and H, what is the diagonal value? W and F. We have to consider only W and F. Are you getting? So what is the value? W and F. So this is the ciphertext here. Likewise, we have to do for all. We are taking single letter, no, that is why it is called stream cipher. Two techniques are there, one is stream cipher and one is block cipher. Likewise, we have to do for LX also. Second pair LX, where is L? L is here and X is here. So both are not in same column and same row, so that we have to take only diagonal value. What is the diagonal value here?
P and U.
U and P. Okay, and then LO. L is here and then O is here. So what is the diagonal value? N and S. So N and S. So for the given plain text hello, what is the ciphertext? WFUPNS. If the attacker will steal this information, he cannot understand anything. That is why we are doing this conversion. This process is called encryption. The reverse process will be done at the receiver end, so that only receiver will understand. That is called, that process is called decryption. So this encryption and decryption algorithm we are using. This study is called cryptography, secret writing.